Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Jason Hots here. I am going in for episode number 4 of our Medieval Dynasty playthrough. We will finally be making it to our first winter. Not only is winter coming, but winter has come. As soon as we go to bed here. Don't mind my hunger. It's not really a big deal. See if we get any events on the changeover. Dude, we get the White Wolf. I'm just going to admire it from afar. I don't think just shooting it is the right answer. And my hunting isn't quite good enough, I think, to... I mean, my hunting is not good enough to do anything else. We saw that clearly. So the first thing we're going to do... We're going to try to woo our lady, see if we can make this a winter wedding.
How is life treating you?
Oh, pretty good. How do you like flutes? Yeah, she's okay with it. Gets us back to where we were before. That's nice. Hey, there we go. Aw, that worked. Yay! And that's it. We got it. Get to 100, then you get married. That's how this game... what a way to start off the stream tonight. Getting married instantly. That's how we like to do it on this channel. Every time we start a stream, we get married. That's the goal.
Hello there, dear. See you around.
Alright, so then tonight we'll try to remember when we go to bed to talk to her about making an heir, as it were. So you can see all of our rye is still growing. So we're good there. And then we just kind of got to decide what to do next. Here in winter, there's not a whole lot extra to do. One of the things that is really on our list every single season at this point is to go mining. Now, as far as extraction goes, I do kind of wonder where we're at. So we're close to the woodshed, and then the mine is next, but that's another pretty big jump. So I think before I do this, I want to see if we can build another house and what specifically we would need for that, so we can start so we can at least begin the process here of loading up some more people into our village. Alright, fair enough. Hammers, not one of the things I've bought the scheme for, but when you're doing fast building, the hammers are not really that big a problem usually. So we're still out of some planks, which makes sense. Let's see if we can get the planks a rolling here. too late. Everybody's already working. They got going really fast this morning. So sorry about that. Yeah, and then we're gonna be out of logs. So we had enough for, I think, this. Actually, you know what? We'll just. They're gonna be collecting logs, so we'll just keep going. What did she just say? Sorry, I'm trying to register, but I think my brain just broke. Anyway. Is that the completion? Are we good? Did we make it? Yep, looks like it. So, and now with her joining me in my house, now we should also have a little bit of room. Yeah, we're out of fur, so we just got one rug in there. The other thing we can look at is, we're going to start with my house, but we can look at insulation. See, we've had them collecting limestone, so that's enough to do, what we have so far is enough to do 10 walls. And insulation, very good in the winter. Want to make the wife happy, so we'll start with our house. Fortunately, not enough for this wall. We got all these other walls. 4 walls left. So you can collect limestone by hitting just like regular rocks and stuff. But yeah. So looking at this now, we've got one home. It's got one gentleman. We got 2 completely empty homes. So you can invite 2 men, 3 women. So we'll start there. And then we'll work on we'll work on doing some excavation by going into the mines. And maybe we'll return to everyone's favorite show, which is Jay Chops Down Trees. Because ultimately logs and planks are what are still slowing us up. Of course, if we can get to Woodshed 2, we can have 3 more people doing that. So, let's see.
There's nothing. How are you?
3 excavation. We'd love to see that. Yep, we'll
Hello
take
there.
you as well. And I think we only have room for 2 gentlemen, but that's okay. Make that work. All of our gentlemen filled with houses, at least. There's a fortress in the chat, which, you know, reminds me, I apologize for those watching on YouTube, but I am going to take just a hot second to actually open up my open up my own stream, as you can hear, and I'm going to go down to the Pokemon community game so that I can finally buy some stuff. Go to the shop. I'm going to purchase like $200. No, I guess 100 is the max, but yeah, I'm going to buy like 100 Ultra Balls twice. It's like all my money, but there we go. Now I've got Ultra Balls for forever. There we go. So now I can just, yeah, there we go. And I caught the fortress, and I got it just in time, so that worked out. So now I can catch all the Pokemon. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you can always come try to check me out here on Twitch. where we also play the Pokemon community game, where you can start your own Pokemon journey, catching and collecting Pokemon. Really fun. Highly encourage it. We have a good time here on Twitch. And, quite frankly, I don't have a whole lot of people that come watch me live in or so it's always fun to chit-chat with people. So, please do it. I'm not quite sure why I came into town. I don't really need to sell or buy anything right now, but I guess we can get the quests at least. Okay, so they want 10 perch, 4 wolves, 8 fishing spears, which we can do, 6 foxes. All right. Sure. So the first thing that came out to me was the perch there. Jumps out at me. So in hunting, in our fishing hut, we can ask them to just focus on perch. You should be able to bring in 4 a day. So yeah, by the end of the season, that should do that. So a couple of the other things we can look to do this season would be to try to set up some of our animal pens. We haven't done that yet. There's a fox. I guess if I'm supposed to be hunting them, I should try a little harder, huh? Oh, I missed. There we go. That one I got. Yeah, I don't even try when they're moving, to be honest with you. I feel like that's just a waste of time. So give me a little bit of fur, though, which would be nice. How log got all the way over here, but take it. These foxes are really close to our village. Getting brave. How many did I need? 6? Yeah, so 4 more. So 1 crafting of this makes 2. I need 8. And I'd like to put a few more in the box for our fisher. So we'll do, for now, we'll do 8. So that we can have 8 for the quest, and we'll put 8 in the box. We got those. We did just pick up a bunch of people, but we don't really have jobs for them right this minute. That's okay. You know, we want to assign them jobs as soon as possible, but all 3 of them are going to have a job as soon as we get enough extraction going here, and I have a very specific thing I'm looking to extract, so this is perfect. If I don't get it here, I could also start expediting, or not expedite, but make an expedition to the next closest mine, or I can go to the mine that has iron. So a couple options, either that or I can start chopping down trees. all things that are useful and, though time consuming, are worthwhile. And we'll save making the animal pens for a little bit later, I think. This is, of course, also going to give us lots of rocks that we need for our stone houses. Stones, anyway, I should say. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. Welcome to Jason Mines. I got to have a pretty nice weekend, even though it didn't go quite the way I wanted. Overall, it was good. It was a nice long 4-day weekend, which was supposed to start on Friday morning super early with a trip to Toronto, but our flight got delayed past the point where we could make our connecting flight to Denver to get to Toronto, so we had to cancel the tickets, cancel the hotel, cancel the trip to the Pokemon tournament. So then I came back home probably like 4 or 5 hours after I left the house to the airport, and went to sleep and slept through part of the day, and then worked the other half of the shift on Friday, which was cool. At least I could, because I work from home, at least I can get the rest of that work in and only use half the vacation day and save my time off for another time when I'm not at home. But, so I slept in a little bit, went and played Pokemon Friday nights and at the league. Saturday, I stayed home all day, but my friend Fernando came over and we watched the 49ers get absolutely stuffed by Seattle, which was a bummer because the 49ers are my team, but it was cool just to get to watch. Sunday, I went and played in a Pokemon tournament as well here in our local town. So I still got two days of Pokemon in, just not quite the way I was anticipating. Went and hung out with my family for a little bit in the afternoon. Came back home and relaxed, and was home all day today. Made myself a nice stew. That actually reminds me, I left some of the stew out to cool. I need to go put that away. I forgot. I was forgetting something. My sweet kitty cat is going to be so mad at me. Because now she's all snuggled in and bundled up. And now I'm going to have to make her get up so I can go do that because I forgot. I'd be mad at me too. In fact, I am. I am mad at myself. Feels bad, man. But we have cleared out the whole mine. So this seems like a good point to just take a quick little break so I can salvage most of the leftover stew that I made on purpose so that it would feed me multiple servings this week. And it's a good stew, too. I did a good job with it. Definitely don't want it to go to waste. She's like, give me a bowl of the stew and I will forgive you. No, you don't eat human food. You eat kitty food. That's why you look so pretty. coat's so soft and fluffy. But feed you right. All right, stew's in the fridge. Like I said, quick little break. Sorry about that, folks. And now she's sitting in my chair like, well, you are the one that left. Now this is my seat. It's okay. She's used to me having to get up every now and then. Especially today when I had to get up to stir the stew every 45. All right. Back to the game. So let's go ahead and I'm going to make myself a couple more of these because I didn't level up like I was hoping. Oh, I know some way we can level up our extraction really fast. Let's see. So we're going to take all of the planks that we have, and we're going to turn them into buckets. Which is good, because we're going to need those anyway. Then we're going to come over here, and we're going to make buckets of water. See, there's a new level in extraction. Tell me we unlocked Woodshed 2. Damn it. It is going to give us Careful Miner, though, which is awesome. And we'll start on Woodcutter's Trance. No, it's 1 point. So it's going to take another 2 levels before we max that out. We'll put the buckets of water in here for now. How close are we? It's got to be close. Let's see. Building. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's unlocked. Why didn't it tell us it was unlocked? That's weird. Maybe it's already unlocked? I don't know. Either way, yeah, we got the Woodshed 2. But we're missing something to build it. Planks, of course. Well, you know, it's funny is in order to upgrade this, they're gonna get kicked out anyway for a second. So, no, it shouldn't. Sure, we'll just make them all. We'll make them all into planks because we're gonna need the planks, and you guys are still gonna be collecting logs. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so now, unless I didn't see that it also takes logs. It could. Yep, it also takes logs. Of course it does. See, it's because I'm stupid is the problem. It's okay. I really wanted to have another episode of Jason Cuts Trees anyway, so it's all good. I missed the Orthworm. Some of these Pokemon I'm not even really familiar with, if I'm being honest. Like I spend a lot of time in the Pokemon franchise, and they have so many Pokemon now that I just don't. I'm not familiar with them all. That is one. That one's like kind of like the big fuzzy pink worm from SpongeBob a little bit. I know that Pokemon, but there are some of them that I'm like, what? Which one? They're like over 1,000 now or something. Crazy. And you get different, like, you know, different variations of them, like the Paldean ones. It's getting out of hand. That's all I'm saying. I was good with the original 151. And when they released Johto, and there was another 100, I was like, oh, cool. But then, you know, after they got to, like, Gen 5, I was like, I don't know. Now we're getting a little silly. Of course, Gen 4 has my favorite Pokemon, Garchomp, in it, so that one's exempt, obviously. I'm shocked that even that this close is still collectible, because I would expect these trees to be restricted here at any time. But no, this one's still okay. Alright, this should be enough for all 3 of those upgrades. So you can see as we upgrade this building, this person's actually going to have to leave it long enough for me to make the upgrade, which is not much. That's it. It's just 2 little swings. Then we can assign. We have to reassign our workers to it. But now we can assign 2 to each one of these. And I think we're already good as far as, yeah, that doesn't change. Okay. Sorry, you get to take another quick break. This one won't be long. There's our 2. Perfect. Now they're going to start making logs like crazy. I look forward to seeing how. So this one can make about 100 per day. Awesome. These ones will make about 46 per day. And 46 per day. So yeah.
Smells divine.
Excellent. Have fun working, everybody. Logs away. All right. So then it's like these rocks that are the example that, you know, like of where you get limestone. You get stones, and then sometimes it also drops some limestone. So like that's how you would get limestone from the wild. I usually don't bother because it's not that many. I usually have the villagers do it. And then I sometimes I'll buy it, especially in the late game when I have lots of extra money. I'll just buy it direct from the vendors. So let's look into building some animal pens here. first question is where do we want to build our animal pens? I think we kind of want to build them on the other side of the fields. And then it's the question of, do we want to do one massive pen that has all of the animals in one, or do we want to do, you know, more of a one pen per building? I tend to favor the first, because otherwise it takes a lot more fencing and doors and stuff, or gates. Not a huge fan of that. So I figure like this and over, all that can be housing. This is kind of the middle hangout spot. This is all for crops. Then maybe down here we could start building pens for animals. And I like to start that process with fences and gates. Because then I build inside. So for fences, I kind of like regular log fences or stick fences for these. This one's pretty cheap, and it's just all sticks, which we have so many of. It'll be very easy. Logs, of course, are going to take up our logs, which we don't have a lot of. So I think at first here, we're just going to do stick. We can afford and have enough to do the highest quality ones, at least. So then you see when you go to build, that's what we're dealing with. This, you know, nice little fences. They're not bad. They're not great. They're okay. And then we'll choose our gate type, which looks like it's that. And then you can either do a double-sided gate. Or you can just do a single. Either way is fine, but I kind of like the aesthetics of a double. It can be kind of hard to line up, though. But yeah, that looks pretty good. So then you can just walk in like that. It was too close to the road. Okay. I want this to be a pretty big area. Object somewhere. What is the object? Oh no, it's in the restricted area. I see. So, gotta keep it in our area and away from the restricted area. Getting too close to the town. So that's fine. And then finding the other side of the road here. That's okay. I have all the artwork I need. Thank you, though. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, though. How you doing?
My mouth's dry.
What I really need is some water. That's the kicker. We are also getting a little bit late in the day, so we'll have to think about going to bed here. I don't have any food on me. Ooh, I have a bunch of meat that I accidentally let go, kind of bad. Salted meat. Huh? Make a bunch of pottage. With all that meat. So in theory, it should take from the lower quality meats in my inventory when it does that. Actually, it's used all of it, but the pottage is still 100%, and we can go to sell that, or we can eat it, slash, I guess, drink it. Nice, new level in production. That's good. So let's see, from here, why don't we take crafting expert times 2. Come on, girly, you get down. Oh, and the kitchen too. Nice. Okay, so we can upgrade that building real quick. Up here. So that's gonna be there's kitchen 2. Perfect. Construction completed. Hi, baby. The kitty has rejoined me. She's starting to think about forgiving me for my transgressions of making her wake up. One of the things I'd also love to add is some light. I don't have enough tech for braziers. I don't have any clay. Lanterns probably our best bets. It does take wool thread, though, which we don't have. And I'm not really interested in linen thread for the standing torches either. So for now, we're going to stay in the dark. Sorry, everybody. Maybe around the sun. Look into that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep. However, I am going to remember to wake up my wife. Alright, so we'll go ahead and finish this. So building structures, I don't know if this counts, but we're at 2956. $29.79. So yeah, a little bit. This does count. Technically, each of these does count as a structure. 40 fingers. And I am starting to run out of sticks. I might have built this fence maybe a little bit too big. Out of sticks. Sticks are pretty easy to collect. Just from doing this, you see when I hit the first one to break it up here, that gave me 8 sticks. So you get the sticks and the feathers that were in the tree. You gotta hit it one more time. But you can also obviously find sticks on the ground. These little bushes turn into sticks. It's pretty simple. I'm betting this one is restricted. Yes, blocked. So yeah, too close to town. Not able to cut that down. So that's the line. And the fence actually gives me a pretty good line as well, because it wouldn't let me build past a certain point, which is perfect. Worth noting, sticks is also something that you can have your villagers collect for you. But I'm also trying to get extraction experience, so it's okay. I'm okay chopping down some more trees and collecting some sticks off the ground and whatnot. It's fine. It's a good time in the game for that. I do need to do a little bit of hunting. I'd be okay if I wanted to check out how many black seeds I have, so I can prepare the seeds for next season. Oh, whoops. And broken choke. Thought I was gonna miss it, didn't you? Darn it. Also, occasionally we get the tree seedlings. You chop down trees. That's how you get all the other ones. You can put those into orchards, I think. But I don't usually do that. Yeah, right now I really want my villagers to focus on logs, but you can have them collect sticks if you don't want to do this tedium. That abundance of sticks went away real quick. But to be fair, I did make a much bigger fence than I really needed to. And then we're gonna see what animal husbandry buildings we've unlocked so far. I think we've definitely done the coop, but I think the pigsty might be open. Probably not the donkey shelter yet, though. I don't think we've gotten that far in farming yet. Definitely not the horses. I always jump at the horses, man. Horses are so cool. All right. This should probably be enough sticks to finish that fence, I think. 150. Oh no, I can't jump the fence? It's a good fence. Can't jump it. Oh, it's not that I ran out of sticks. It's that I got too far away from the inventory, from the resource storage. That's fine. A really good fence, I'm telling you. Alright, so this part we want to be a little bit open for people to come in. But then let's look at what we have. So we got the first... Oh, we do have the donkey shelter. So we got the first three. So yeah, we'll start easy with the hen house. Beautiful. Next up is the pigsty. And then we'll see if we have room here in the corner for the donkey shelter. Should, I think. Perfect. Beautiful. So now it's just a matter of going and purchasing all of those animals at various locations where they are located. 2 of them are down in the southern city. Pigs are in the northern city. As part of this, I want to see if I can build. Ooh, somebody's out of tools. I guess I bet it's an axe. Yep. No axes. Okay. That is okay. That is easily remedied. And they're doing very important work with those axes that I don't want to do, so I will make that a top priority. So I'm going to start right away by just making a couple of stone axes. But, you know, they can have both of my bronze axes. And I will make them some more. While I'm at it. They deserve the best. They're doing God's work so that I don't have to. If I never chop down another tree in this game, that is impossible. But I wouldn't mind. I'll keep 1 extra. Yeah. What are they doing on firewood? Yeah, that should last at least a couple days. I'll try to see if I can remember to do firewood sometime when they're not all working hard. Slip in there and just chop it up into firewood. Real quick. Okay, so I've got some hunting to do. So one of the things we can do is we can look for some foxes. There's a fox spot up here. Let's see, what is it? It's fox and wolves. So, yeah, you know, we need some wolves too. And we got some wolves. I'd like to kind of hit this spot right here. And then we can look for the foxes when we come back. On our way back into town. We got some pottage to sell. Probably could have made some other stuff to sell too, but it's okay. We're doing it in stages. I got too close. They're all scattering, except for that guy. It's a good stag. Take those. Ooh, a wolf. Well, there's one. Hit me a couple times, but that's alright. This is what I came for. Stop. Don't see another wolf. That's because that's all they're worth. Ooh, a level in hunting. Excellent. 2 in lock and load. Easy. Should be some boars up here somewhere. Boar will die. That one on the other hand. See, that lock and load already coming in handy. right in the schnoz. If we go a little bit further east, we will start seeing some Weissent. It's really where we get a lot of our meat. It's nearby hunting Weissent spot. Oh yeah, there's a couple of the big boys. Beautiful. Badger. Kind of hoping it was a fox, but I didn't think there were a fox over here, so wasn't really expecting it to be a fox. You know, we're so close to Astoria. Why don't we go over there real quick? See if we can recruit another person or two from over here. Maybe visit a vendor. There are foxes over here too, apparently. That's the thing. Exploring the map is kind of how you figure out where different things are. Different hunting spots and such. A couple of foxes over there. So scare the other one off, but I got one more there. At least. There's another little guy. Nice. 4 for 6. Good progress. Applin in the chat. Go after that. So the campfire is over here, a little bit out of town. We've got a few different people here. What do we have room for again? I think it's just 2 ladies, right? Male, male. So yeah, we got 2 ladies we can invite.
I'm an
And we got 2 ladies
traveler,
here.
but a shy one. I only travel when nobody's watching.
Okay, yeah, we can
Hello.
invite her. And she's only really good at the one thing I never assign villagers to. But that's okay. We'll
How can
invite
I
her.
help you?
Oh.
Take care.
She's like, get out of here, noob. You're not good enough for me. So let's see, which one's old? Oh, perfect. Because she was 29, I think, so that's perfect. We got a couple of older folks. Older is not the right word. Older in terms of villagers than the 19 and 20-year-olds. 18-year-olds.
How can
This guy's got fish. We'll sell him some pottage.
Want to take her?
There's another vendor somewhere back here. Or maybe not. I could be wrong. Could always use a little bit of straw, though. Apparently, I'm also dirty and thirsty, so take that. I know there's more than one vendor in this place. I don't spend a whole lot of time in this town, so I don't know exactly where they all are. Let's see, a vendor there. Perhaps over here somewhere? Ah. Hello. So this is where the other, yeah, where the other vendor is for seeds. So that's good. She's also got just regular veggies and stuff, which is cool. I don't think I want much from her, but I would like to sell her some pottage. And then I don't think I have much else to sell off to her. You can have the oat ale. That's fine. A couple maple seedlings. A Weissen skull. Okay, yeah, we got all our coin in the end. And then there's one other vendor. It's like probably a linen vendor based on the fact they're working in here. Yep. So clothes. I'm tempted to just buy the wool thread, but 91 per thread is, or I mean just the wool. 6.5 wouldn't be too bad, just for the wool. We don't need it, but it would be kind of nice. Oh, and you know what? We have a bunch of leather. Let's not forget that we can always make and sell some simple bags with all that leather. Plus, we're always going to get more from hunting.
Hello there.
It's another couple thousand. Awesome. You know, we can even sell all 16 of those. 8 is plenty.
My way. See you around.
So yeah, lots of money coming in nice and early, so we can buy all these animals. Unfortunately, the only animals we have over here are goats and sheep, which we will be back for eventually, but for now, I think this is just a trek back over to oh, scared it away. I got too close. That actually looks like a lynx, but no, I guess it was a fox. Got it. From that angle, it looked more like a lynx, but we're doing good. There we go. I'm just a hunting machine over here. So we need wolves. Where are we going to find ourselves some more? Right there, apparently. We're up to 273 meats to bring back. And fill the compost bins and cook a bunch more pottage. Headshot. Get some more leather to make more bags. Man, this place is just rotten with animals. Thought they were supposed to hibernate in the winter. These? No. I would see them if they were clay pits. Ah, we found some more wolves. Just one. Just don't see it. Still don't see it. Oh. There he is. Got him. Alright. It's easier when I see them first, you know. Still, we've got our Gambeson now, so we don't take quite as much damage. Let's still heal up though. And we also have more health and the take less damage. Talent. The hunter becomes the hunted. So now we don't need to go all the way up there for the wolves. Just make our way back west to our village here. Are there wolves somewhere? It sounds like there is. Yep. Got him. I'm still working with stone spears. I need to make myself a nice sword. Oh, I didn't quite get it. I mean, I got it, but I didn't really nail it. Yeah, twice in a row. Now I feel kind of bad. I mean, they don't live too long, but still. Really like my skill as a huntsman to take them out in the one shot. Painless, or mostly. Missed that one altogether. Okay, well, apparently my bow arm's getting tired. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There we go. Again, coming awfully close to our settlement. I'm not really complaining because we got lots of stuff to utilize. Oh, look at that log just chilling up there. It's funny. So let's start with the compost bin. So I can put about 150 meat to fill each of these. So this one won't even be all the way full with that. It's okay though, we could go collect more meat. We can do more, do quite a bit more hunting tomorrow if we so desire. We want to make the trip down to the southwestern, what I will say, to the southwesternmost town so we can get our donkey and chickens. What I will say is I think we're going to need more copper arrows. So, just going to make, no, I'm not, because I don't have any copper bars. But I can make copper bars. I think we have all the stuff for the quest for Derwin except maybe the fish. I'd have to look to see if we've done the fish yet. Yeah, more tin than copper. So we'll just do like half so that we still have enough copper for me to make some copper arrows. I'm going to skip the bronze arrows and I'm going to go straight to iron for those. Which is fine. One less pattern that I have to do. Perfect. So you can see eventually we'll get elite weapons with the iron, but the iron weapons when we'll get the iron arrows. All right, and then let's see. I think we put all the meat away. So well, there's still 36 meat in there. We're down to 82 cabbages. So yeah, we can make a few pottage. At least. Something to eat. / drink. Just spilled water on myself. That's alright. Oh, next Cavalier is in the chat. Oh. Not W. Just the rest of it. There we go. Salted meat, so we don't get so hungry so fast. Then yeah, it's getting late, so it's a good time for us to... Actually, I want to make some planks first. Get the firewood. So we'll do about... So that'll make 320 firewood, which should be plenty for the village for a while. And then we'll do about half planks. This should let us build at least another house or two, which we can do in the morning before we set out trying to find more people. But we want to put the firewood away here. Perfect. Yeah, you know, it's not too dark yet. We can still we can work on building the house real quick. I caught the Pokemon. Let's go. This one's a little uneven ground, but that's all right. And again, we broke our hammer. I'll make iron hammers when we get there, but until then, there's really no point. Because eventually, there'll be quests for hammer. There'll be a quest for a hammer. But hopefully by then I've unlocked the iron, and that's what they want us to make. I got a nice bit of fur, so we can go ahead and fully fur out this house, at least. I should do the same with my house, but... Let's see about maybe building one more. You ready for another house? Short 8 logs. So yeah, we'll wait. It can wait. But you know it can't wait. It's my wife deserves more roads. We can also see if we have any decorations we can do. Ooh, we can do the deer trophy. Let's go. Nope, none of those are unlocked. Those aren't really worth it, honestly. Yeah, we can do a nice little shelf. Sure. Okay. Just a couple. Oh, and then there's this. Oh, we can do a lantern. Oh, we don't have the tech for it though. Yeah, that one. That one's. There we go. A couple little things to brighten the home for my lovely bride. All right. So, straight to business today. We are running to the far southwest. Or no. Yes. Got 148 copper arrows. And we might put several of those into a few bears. We're going big game hunting today, boys. So we're going to go over this river, and then we're pretty much going to go straight south from here along the road. I forgot to see if there were fish. Whoops. So yeah, this is a bit of an unexplored part of the map for us here in this playthrough. But typically, I build my settlement in this general direction. A little bit further past that big old rock. So I am very familiar specifically with this area of the map. And there are bears over here, usually. Usually like a bear or two. Let's see, we spotted the bear, but I see it from here. Oh, there are two. And there's the second one. There we go. We got them. Got them both. You can see each one of those give 80 meat and a bunch of fur. So, best source of fur in the game are those bears. And then we can actually go around the mountain up here. And on the other side of this mountain are... It's another bear spawning point. And Wysant. There are boars and moose over here too. This is one of the best hunting grounds anywhere. It's like over here. But as we crest over to the other side, we should see another bear down here somewhere. We which is the most deadly thing we can come across. I don't see the bear, but it is down here somewhere. And sometimes it's hunting moose. Yeah, there it is. And again, there are two. Be really careful, because bear isn't hunting me yet. It looks like it is now. Oh, and I missed it. Oh, he got uncomfortably close. There. I was about to get eaten by a bear. But then I also got the moose, which is awesome. Because the moose gives a ton of leather and a bunch of meat. I am shocked I haven't gained a level yet in hunting after killing 4 bears and a moose. What's a guy got to do to get a hunting level here? How about some wisets? See why I brought all these arrows? So I knew I was going through some major hunting territory to get where I was going. It's like I might as well stock up on meat. This is the last day of the season, but we're okay. The other thing I'm worried I might run out of here are knives. But at last I checked, I think I had a bunch on me. So now we got wolves. Good. Love that for us. As I recall, there are boar over here too, so. Yep. There's a pig. There you are. This, by the way, one of the toughest places to build a settlement at the beginning because you got to fight through so much stuff. But there is a nice clay deposit over here, which I should probably take advantage of while I'm down here. First, I gotta clear the place out. See if there are any other. Any other threats? Yeah, my excavation sites should probably focus more on clay based on where I put my settlement, because there are no, or at least I don't know of any clay deposits over there. I think I have them on limestone right now, which is totally fine. Okay. Let's see, there are more. Nice. I also get my miner's trance for this as well, which is cool. Oh. Yeah. I'm not stopping to cut down trees to... Well, you know what? Look. Why not, Jay? Why not? You can cut down a tree. So you can make another shovel. So you can get the clay. That's not a shovel. Eventually I will need clay. And this counts as excavation experience too, so we're slowly working our way towards getting that mine unlocked. It'll happen. It's just a matter of time. I shot a boar, but I mean, I'm sure it died, but I don't know if it died where. Oh, there it is. Poor boars. Need to get them in the head. Don't just struggle waddling away. Caught the Excalibur too, nice. And there's a barbicle in the chat. I'm on a roll. Well, I mean, see if I catch it, but I'm on a roll of at least noticing that these things are popping up. Got too close, started running. We'll go for this bucket. There we go. That's a nice shot. All right. So I think we have enough meat now. What? How much now? Almost 600? Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, sorry, little guy. Take a couple more meat. So one of the things about this little town, first of all, the people that you invite are over here. So we'll go down and we'll chat with them. Oh no, wait, no, I don't have enough Dynasty rep to get anybody else. Right, I needed to turn in my quests. Yeah, that's alright. One less thing I can do here. But the big thing is that this place, along with some vendors, it has 2 of the animal types that we could look at. I did. I caught the barbuckle too. I'm on a roll. It's official. Let's see. It also has the only mine in the game that's already constructed, so it's not your mine, but you can use it, and it has iron. So it's very, very cool. You can actually make the deer skulls now, so keep those. I can mount those. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to sell, but to be honest, I have lots of money. I don't really need to sell a whole lot. I guess I could sell this. probably sell one of those and still have plenty for the mine. Just have a little extra money.
Price is so long. Huh.
I should have brought more. I should have made and brought more stuff to sell. But really, I'm here for the chickens and the donkeys. So we'll buy pretty much every adult chicken that they have. So we'll get one rooster for the hen house. Then we'll buy all the hens. And you're gonna see right away that it's gonna give me a bunch of notifications about how there's no food, which just means they won't produce anything. Which is fine. I don't see anybody here, so we're just gonna take a couple of animal feed here, no big deal. I'm not gonna bother with the chicks. I'm just gonna get the hens and one rooster, as you do. Take all that stuff, thank you. Let's see. None of that stuff is worth the Dynasty reputation. Stealing out in broad daylight. I'll take one more hen, though. So yeah, that'll leave 4 empty slots for chicks. Which is good. And we can see he's around. Maybe sell us some animal feed. I don't see the vendor anywhere. Kind of weird. But donkeys are going to be down here. And this will be pretty easy. We got one male, one female, and we will buy them both. So we can see none of them have feed. Kind of a problem. Okay, there's the keeper. Yeah, we won't risk it.
Howdy.
There's the one with the animal feed. She's also got a saddle, which we would like, and horseshoe, but we can make the horseshoes later. And you know, we can make the saddle too. We have a lot of money, so let's. I don't know what we need to make the saddle. Well, we can check, I guess.
Have a nice day.
Let's see. I don't know if this is going to be in clothes, but let's see. Yeah, saddle. Wool thread and linen fabric. We have everything else. So yeah, actually, if we just went into town, if we just bought some wool, we could make that into wool thread, and then we could make the saddle. We already have linen fabric. So yeah, let's do that. We will definitely buy some animal feed. Spend about 500 on that.
Want to see so long.
And then we'll work on getting what we need to make animal thread. But then we're just going to go back to town. We're going to turn in our quests. So we can get more Dynasty rep. It is a kind of a long run back to town, but that's okay. We'll get our animals nice and fed. And I would love to go mine in that completed mine there, but we're starting to run out of time in the day, and I do want to get my quests turned in and get back to town. somewhere where I'd expect there to be like a chest or something, but I guess maybe that's too obvious. Too obvious. Good news is this should be one of the last times we have to really run anywhere in this game, because we should be spending most of the rest of the game riding donkey and then later our horse. We got for food. Last pottage. We're also going to want to save a little bit of money because taxes are going to be due here in the spring.
How can I have a good day?
How are you?
The other fancy looking
Have a
guy.
good day. How do you do? So long. How can I help you? See you around.
So then I wanted wool fabric, which I think this guy has that. He's also got animal feed, but I don't think we need any more. But no, just wool. We can make the wool stuff. Yeah.
Best. Have a good day.
And that should be all we need. And then if I want, I can see if we have the 9 perch, and I could bring that back to Derwin. I think I do want to do that. And in second year, I should start trying to do some of the other quests, some of the like seasonal quests. He ran into the fence. I was hoping he'd run into the fence, but he didn't run into it quite as much as I was hoping. To feed these guys, we just have to put some animal feed in here. We'll do one more. And then there has to be an attendant to feed them. This one is simpler, though. We just fill this. And you can see that'll go down. But until we have somebody actually attending to the donkeys, they won't get fed. So let's see. She's perfect for that. So we'll put her in to the donkey shelter. So then you can see the notification will go away. And then we didn't get pigs yet. Pigs are in the northwestern town, which we could make a trip up there. It's not too far away. Let's see how we're doing. Actually, that would be in the food shelter. The perch. Perfect. We needed 7. No, 2 more. Okay, so now we can actually have them start balancing out again, so we get a little bit of each. So they got us the perch we needed. But first, let's make our let's get our donkey going. And actually, yeah, if we make the saddle and we saddle the donkey, we can ride the donkey around, which would be cool. So first, we need to unlock this. Make wool thread. Nice. So we're still going to do that because we're not going to do a whole lot of sewing. I say that as we're doing a lot of sewing, but let's see. Yeah, there's the saddle. So yeah, we can actually make 2 of these if we wanted. But I don't want to use all of the linen fabric we have, so we'll just make 1. But that saves us quite a bit of moolah, which is awesome. Of course, we're going to ride the male donkey. And then once you've saddled him, now if you have the perk, you can call them. Which is cool. And you can see he has a stamina bar. Or we don't run out of stamina. He can run out of stamina. Also, there's a Zangoose in the chat.
Move on.
Let's see, so we're looking for Darwin.
How do you do? Take care.
And it's getting a little bit late to make the trek north. I don't think I want to do that. Even with the donkey, I think that's a bit much. I suppose we could pay to jump up there, but that's a little silly. We don't even have anyone to tend to them. Which, by the way, I want to reassign somebody to attend to the hen house because it would if you have an attendant in there when the seasons shift over, then you have a better chance at somebody or at the animals having babies. So we're gonna assign them there, even though normally they're in the hunting lodge. So we'll just have them there for now. We don't need anybody in the pigsty because we don't have any pigs yet. And you know, we're gonna be bringing more people in, so you know, no worries there. We're gonna have more. We're gonna have farmers. Doing stuff. So yeah. We need a fireplace. No fireplace. I just noticed. Because I didn't build a permanent one. So sorry, guys. And I'm realizing, you know, we don't have enough sitting spaces around here either. So let's go ahead and do some benches. Let's see. be our little town sitting space out here. And then one of the things you can do, you can build roads essentially. Kind of clear out the looks of some of the area. It's gonna let me build in a direction somewhere, but
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
I don't see any green anywhere that can be built towards. It's okay though. I think it looks okay the way it is. Yeah. It's turning a little too close is all.
My favorite times of the year are the parties between seasons. Good thing that only selected people are invited to those.
And then we'll start decorating a little bit more in the later seasons. I tend to be pretty straightforward and all about, you know, getting the buildings up first. I've got a nice little village going. For our first year, you know, we got the kitchen upgraded to kitchen 2. We got the resource 2. We got plenty of logs being made. It's good. Lots of planks. We've made good progress towards getting the mines unlocked, which is one of our big goals. We're getting there. We got a ways to go still, but it's the next one on the list. So as we continue to build structures and do extracting, we'll get there. Let's see. We'll invest in another woodcutter's trance. And yeah, I think that's it. We're just gonna go to bed. And we're going to turn over the season. And we'll see what the completion of our first season looks like. Our first year. And then we're going to be done with this episode. It's a little past midnight here on the West Coast, so I think I'm going to call it a little earlier for my streams than I normally do, but alright, so we had another wedding, and yeah, we had 4 baby chicks hatch, so that was perfect. I'm glad we put the attendant in there. The chickens don't make a whole lot of money selling.
I'm so glad I
But yeah.
settled down here.
So yeah, right away we get to pay our taxes. That's our big reward. One quick thing I will do though, just so I don't forget.